Great then. So let's move on now to the salary trend. So this salary trend survey we conducted in 2024, we had it actually the important part or the some parts were already published, but somehow we never published it as a whole together. Now we will be doing it. So here in detail, salary trend, why this survey, understand the salary range. Participants, of course, included everyone from all sections of the community. And what is the focus here? To know the salary range is spread across roles, companies, also cities, and in case gender matters, gender also. Although personally, I don't think, and forgive me if I'm wrong here, but I don't think in technical writing field, at least we have a bias. There is anything against, uh, a gender as we often hear about others. But yeah, if somebody thinks otherwise, forgive me for that. Now, in this, 937 participants were there. Again, some of the data was not very clear, so that's not included everywhere. But yeah, no total participants 937. There also, since again, we do try to maintain privacy as much as we can. So companies mentioned were 400 plus, and we might not be providing the company names. And it was conducted again in our WhatsApp groups and then social media channels. Duration was of survey was almost 3 weeks that we ran in November. And the first time we shared it in, I think, November 30, on November 30, when we conducted a conference in Bangalore. A bit of it, we shared that. Okay, and again, the type of participants here. So almost 90% of the participants are from India and 10% will be from abroad. So participants by location, again, Bangalore rules everywhere. So here you see maximum participation, almost 1/3 of the participation was from Bangalore, then Pune, Hyderabad, Chennai, and all. Okay, so from India, we almost covered each and every region. And then there are people who are working at remote locations. So some were there and then others also. In this salary trend, we asked multiple questions, okay, not only about salary, but we also wanted to know a bit of history, geography, how people enter technical writing field, what exactly they do. Okay, to get into technical writing, what were they doing before? Then some other questions were like, what was your first salary? Kind of, because right now in our industry, we have people who may have started just last month, and there are people even in India now who are 25 years plus having experience of 25 years plus. So how was it like 10 years before when they started and all? So that kind of questions are also there. So yep. So first thing first, trained before joining as a tech writer. Majority say yes, no, then some mention on the job training they got, and very nice, and I feel very good about it. Some have mentioned self-learning. What were the roles before tech writing? The students there were, so now it's good to see actually. So now please remember, this was conducted in November 2024. So what you see is Gen Z, what you call, they are also part of this survey. So 34% students directly jumped into technical writing. At least for me, it's a very good news. I hope it's the same for you, because generally we keep on hearing that I started my profession somewhere. I wanted to do this in my life, and then something happened, and then I found out about technical writing. So most of the instances that we hear is about people starting their career into something else and then coming to technical writing. They are not to be blamed, but technical writing field is to be blamed. It wasn't so popular before, but now when students are picking it, so we know the popularity is growing. Then we have homemaker without work experience, with work experience, on a break from previous work, and professionals in other fields. So you see 52% of this people said out of those 900 odd people that they were working in some other field and then they joined. So that's the composition by work mode in this. Uh, 65% basically were from 65% were working in hybrid mode in November 2024. Work from office 16% and work from home 18%. I assume this hybrid mode is reducing because we often keep hearing many companies are asking for full-time work from office now. Participation by work type, full-time employees 95%, almost 96%, contractors, then freelancers, very few. Let's go by first gender, then we will go by experience, then we will go by city. Okay. So first by gender. In terms of participation, if we see, and this actually surprised me personally a bit because by knowing our community, I have this feeling that majority of the tech writers are women, but in our participation list, majority were male, although slight increase only, but still. And we have 1%, 13 members who said they don't want to reveal their gender. Here's salary trend, gender versus age. Okay, so gender versus age. So below 18 to 25, 25 to 30, that is basically the age. And here, basically, male is blue and female is red color here. So that's the salary, gender versus age participation. Salary range, I have kept it in one slide so that you can compare it easily. So at the bottom, so first of all, there are two screens here, one for female, one for male. And at the bottom, you see is the salary range. That's the salary range is LPA, lakhs per annum, one to lesser than 2 lakhs per annum, 2 and 3 and all. Okay, so this has a mixed kind of thing. So in general, if we see this median, so technically for female also, if we see 5 to 10 LPA, 10 to 15, 15 to 20, that's the highest. Then of course 20 to 25 and others were there. And the same almost for male also, 5 to 10 to 20 to 25, that's the maximum range you see. The best part here you see is the salary range going up to 99 lakhs per annum also. And these are not just numbers here kept for you for the sake of creating the category. We got that salary range in the vote, so that's why it's there. And yes, so we got less 1 to 2 also. Female salary versus experience. So if you are only interested in knowing about how many years of age first, and then based on age, based on age, what will be the salary? So you can see this comparison here, 18 to less than 25 years. So that's the salary. Then same for male here. What's the age and the overall salary? 1 to 2 lakhs. So yes, these two slides, in case I would say if people have concern about, I got 35 plus, I got 40 plus, do I get growth in technical writing field? Do I have jobs in technical writing field? So probably if you see this data and want to believe it, you see there are people in 35 to 45 years range, that is their age, okay? 45 to 55 years range, and there are 55 plus also. Yes, personally, I know many, but those who don't know, you can see the data. So the data says, yes, there are jobs for, even if you are 35 plus, 45, 40 plus, people are here who are already working. And of course, when you see this data, how many members actually we had? I think 900 odd it was written. And when you see technical writers just in India, it runs into lakhs, if not crores. So it's not even the data of 1,000 persons. There, if they are saying so, so probably you should have faith in your skill more rather than wondering, getting worried about your age. In general, overall, if we see, so the salary trend overall, what we saw was people who were from just starting like 0 month two people who were like the highest experience in terms of years we got was 26 years. So 22, 26 years it should be. Now these are the kind of salary range that we got overall. So please have a look. I will like to go slow here in case anybody wants to figure out something special here. Okay, moving on. So this is the experience we have got. Salary trend, if you just want to know about by experience in different cities. Okay, by experience in different cities. So this is for different cities, what was the experience and what kind of salaries they have mentioned. Okay, so especially for people who have mentioned, more than 60 lakhs per annum, or even in some cases, it went to 1 CR or above in a few cases. So please note that it's not talking only about your take-home salary. There are different kind of ESOPs provided by companies. So many have voted, including that also. Now let's divide quickly. So 0 to 2 years experience. Okay, this 15 to 20 lakhs, it appears a bit odd, but yeah, as I say, we don't filter too much. So we have kept it, but yeah, personally, it is kind of not believable to me also that somebody in 0 to 2 years may get 15 to 20, but yeah, others 6 to 10, 10 to 15, it may happen. I'm not sure why someone voted 20 to 25. In 20 to 25, getting 20 to 25 lakhs per annum for a 0 to 2 years experience, I'm not sure if that could be there. 2 to 5 years, from here, I think the data gets more clear. The problem is some people fill the survey and they're not so serious about following basics. So at times it creates a lot of issue with due to just, a few persons. But anyway, I think you can judge on your own also. 2 to 5 years experience, these are the range we are seeing. So starting from 6 years, for 2 to 5 years experience, nobody mentioned less than 6 lakhs per annum. So that's where we have started with 6 lakhs here. And the maximum somebody mentioned was around 25 lakhs. For 5 to 8 years experience, again, we started with 6, and actually we have reached around the 30 to 35 also for 5 to 8 years experience. Of course, all of you know, needless for me to say, based on city, based on your industry and different factors, it keeps on changing. And when we say number of years of experience, nowadays it translates more into what skills you are carrying rather than just the number of years. So now for 8 to 10 years, yep, again, there are people who are getting around somewhere between 6 to 10 also. And then there are people who are getting 30 to 40 also. 10 to 15 years of experience, when we see overall starting from 6. So I mean, 6 to 10 is still there for 10 to 15 years of experience also. But yeah, otherwise, if you see, there is a steady slide from 25 lakhs per annum, and now they are touching 50 to 60 lakhs per annum also. So yes, industry, I think, is treating pretty well. Then we see 15 to 20 years of experience. So here the shocking part, like in 0 to 2 years, somebody mentioned 25 lakhs per annum was shocking. Here in 15 to 20 years experience, the shocking part for me personally is the 6 to 10 lakhs range. Technically, it should not be, but yeah, probably somebody is facing the issue. Then yeah, again, you see the trend in the median. Basically, overall, it's from 25 overall to 50. It's kind of good. And then there are people who are approaching to 60 to 70 lakhs also. Now the last one in terms of experience, 20 to 26. And in 22, 26, we do see again the range further going towards 80 plus. We have left it at 80 plus and then didn't make it 1 CR because there are some people who have mentioned it, but yes, they did mention that it includes ESOPs also. So we don't know exactly how much is the take home. So we just kept it at random 80 plus. So just for the numbers sake, in case it feels you motivated. So 60 to 70, 60 lakhs plus till around 1 CR. If you would, if numbers encourage you, out of these 900, we had at least 20 persons voting who are getting in the range of this. And here it doesn't mean they have to be 20 to 26 years only. They voted, I would say I have seen 15 years plus people reaching also that stage. So that's why I'm saying number of years here is just a data, but in general, what salary you get after some point, it's completely based on the skill set you're carrying. So this is about the experience level. Okay, so before we move on to region versus by city, anybody has any questions, any pointers? I hope no. Okay,
I
wonderful.
see there's a question in the chat by Neeraja that is this experience only of technical writing or overall experience may not be in technical writing? Like, some people may have
Okay, yeah, Neeraj, that's a very
transition.
good, yeah, that's a very good question. We did ask in the survey specifically experience in technical writing. So we hope that people mention, people meant that only because, yeah, we understand people are coming from different other backgrounds. So in some of these data, we did realize that, okay, the number of years of experience, say somebody said 10 years, but actually in technical writing, they had 50 only. So for that, wherever we found that kind of issue, we did not include those data. So what here you see, I believe it's primarily the experience in technical writing. Okay. Now, shall we move on? Anything else, anyone? Okay, salary trend, region or city. So the votes came in from 36 different cities, India and abroad. Many remote people working from remote. It includes metro cities, regions, and cities outside India. Now here, we don't have it on slide because we already had published it. So those of you who haven't seen this, so this is the salary as per the by location. So let's go just to see location wise. This is the first one is for Bangalore. I hope it is visible. If it is not visible, let me know.
It's visible.
And I can share the link here in the chat also. So for those of you, because it's available already. So if you want, you can just have a look. I will just scroll through. So Bangalore, Chennai, NCR, and I will not, use time here in reading all this because anyway, you can get the data from here directly. Gujarat. So votes in Gujarat came from Ahmedabad, Gandhinagar, and Vadodara. And NCR, as I said, it's Noida, Gurgaon, Delhi, and nearby areas. Hyderabad, Kerala, Kochi, Trivandrum, and Kozhikode. That's the three areas where we got votes from. Kolkata. Then we have Mumbai. Isn't it surprising? In Mumbai, the salary level is pretty low. Is it surprising only for me or for others also? Mumbai is considered to be one of the costliest city, isn't it? Pune. And then we have remote locations, people working from remote locations. They are based in different cities, but the salary range. So I don't see actually any kind of discrimination when we see the salary range of remote location also. People working from office, hybrid mode or remote. I think companies have the salaries in their mind and they don't discriminate based on that. And then there are this is the from data from different cities, some non-metro Indian cities, and then people working outside Germany, Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Singapore, and Malaysia. So these were the salary reports. Okay. And here also, if you would like, you can see ESOPs and bonus. When we published this was part of the salary survey. So that's why it's here. That apart from salary, there are different things you can ask during your salary negotiation. Many people came back and messaged, oh, I wasn't aware about that. So please be aware in case you aren't. There are different things you can ask for, and that's what I was referring to ESOP. So if your salary probably take home is whatever number of lakhs, say 20 lakhs, still you can get ESOPs of 5 lakhs, 10 lakhs, something like that. Okay. So what are these ESOPs? How are they materialized in different companies? How people have got it? So that's also mentioned, whomsoever voted for it. So please feel free to explore this also. And the motive of this salary survey was also to help many learn how to negotiate for their salary. Many times we feel that, oh, whatever we are asking, is whether it's worth asking, whether they will give me that much or not. So see what the market trend is. Okay. And based on that, probably you can take a call. So this is overall the salary survey. And yeah, in salary survey, we did have some other things also in case somebody is interested. We will be sharing these things in the document. But if you want to, so we asked question like journey in tech writers. How did one hear about the tech writing field? So we have like common sources, friends, colleagues, online platform, job related experiences, education and training, accidental discovery. Most of us did that. Social and professional networking, family or personal connection. And now when we conduct conferences, we are very happy to see that family or personal connection. There are many tech writers where even in one family, there are multiple tech writers, not even just the husband, wife, but different relations. Okay. So yeah, we are growing. And other data will be there. I will not use the time right now. I will just show what all we will share when we share the salary trends. What was your first designation in the tech writing field? So as you know, many of us get, even now, somebody is called technical writer, somebody is called info developer, somebody is called something engineer or something. So what was the designation? So those who are interested, they can see what are the designations, basically, specialized roles. Okay, and there are interns, and also there are as the first salary. What was your first salary? So people who have worked for 10 plus year, 20 years, when they mentioned their first salary, it was not even in thousands. Okay, hardly they touched 1 lakh. Okay. And then there are different. So you see the minimum we got is 36,000 per annum. Of course, it's talking about pre-2010 era. But at the same time, people today, what's there in the last 5 6 years, the minimum salary range that we hear is around 3.5 lakhs or 4 lakhs, and of course people are getting better also. Okay, so there are different journeys. Now talking about salary, one point I wanted to share here is salary everything? Probably after some point, salary is not everything. Initially salary is everything, but yeah, after some point you want a few other things also. So we have this question, while salary is always important, what is more important for you? So all three, of course, the best choice. But you see, role with freedom, 15% voted for role with freedom. Then there are a few who said designation, but role with freedom, probably. That's what we all desire for, isn't it? How often salary hike happened, or what is the or how often does your salary increase? So no set schedule, 12%, job switch, 18%, The good part is with every appraisal, 61%. Oh, okay. When I say the good part, please, people, please don't start blaming me, because some of you will say, oh, I hardly get 2% or 5%, and still you are happy about it. So I'm not sure, but the data shows as per the salary hike, yeah, there is appraisal happening. And yeah, there are cases like 8%, once in 2, 3 appraisals, they have to wait. Many companies, they don't, I mean, they have found different ways of appraisals. They will not increase your money, but they will give you some ESOPs that also you will use in 2 years, 3 years, if you are there in that. So there are different ways. Now the final question: salary trend, happiness index. What is your happiness index? So 1 to 5, of course, the 6 basically is the happiest one. And we are glad to see 12% people said they are very happy. And then you see different percentages here. And so midway, 36%. Okay. Not very happy, but not sad also. So this made us feel good, made me feel good. That's all about the salary trend. And that's it. So any points, any questions you guys want to share, discuss?